What's up, everyone? This is Joe from Card Jomez, and we are back with part 4 of a vintage Masters of the Universe unboxing series. I've got another haul from our friends at Eternia Dreams, and I've been rebuilding my vintage MOTU collection. I'm excited to see what I got today. We got 4 little boxes, and I've said it in previous videos. I kind of forget what I order sometimes because I don't open things right away. So we're going to be surprised today because I've kind of been sitting on these for a little while. So let's dig right in. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you can further support and would like to, please check in the description below and maybe buy some merch. I would appreciate that. But now, let's open some toys. What do you say? Okay, box number 1. Small boxes. You shouldn't have to be here all day. We've got 3 figures in this one. Okay, first up, a vintage Mer-Man. Mer-Man, one of the early characters. He's in everything. In every iteration of Masters of the Universe, you get Mer-Man. It's so great. He's got his sword, and he's got the bow tie. Looks pretty clean. Let's really open him up here. Yeah, absolutely. He's actually really clean looking. A lot of times with Mer-Man, you get wear around his face and eyes. He's got slight wear around his head, or around the right eye, but I mean very slight. This is going to look really good in the collection. A very solid way to start it up as we move to figure 2. And figure 2 is actually, I love this figure. This was one of my favorites as a kid because it was so different. It is King Hiss, King of the Snake Men. And I've always loved the King Hiss figure because if you pop off all his armor, it reveals the snake underneath. And I'm having trouble popping off the armor, but there it is. King Hiss with the snake underneath. Very cool. This was, I always liked this figure just because of how different it was. It's so different. It's so strange, so weird. And it really is, it's a great idea for a figure. And they even did it even better in the 200X series. They made King Hiss an absolute monster. And you got to check that out. If you haven't checked out the Mike Young production 200X He-Man series, every episode is available on YouTube. It is so good. And even I've done episode blog reviews on cardjomez.com. It's 39 episodes. I've done one for each episode. So you can even check that out there. The King Hiss comes with his snake staff and his shield. Absolute awesome figure. Really good. This is a nice little order here. And third, to complete this box, oh, what can you say? A Faker figure. Faker was the evil robot of Skeletor. He is a He-Man painted blue with burgundy orange hair. I don't know how this was ever supposed to fool people into thinking he was He-Man, but apparently he did. And if we look under, one of the big things on the Faker is he has a sticker on his chest. And I really don't want to take off the armor, but let's do it. Let's see. Does he have the sticker? He does. Okay, if I can just get this off. There we go. So there he is. He's got the sticker. Really sweet. Good condition. I'm really happy with this. This is a really good condition Faker. Faker's gone up in price. He's not overly expensive, but he has gone up. He's a very popular figure. A lot of people love the Faker and the color scheme on it. And even as a kid, I loved it because I just looked at it as a blue He-Man, and I always, I like blue. So a blue He-Man to me was always really cool, and that's the way I always looked at him and always played with him. I don't even think when I played as a kid I used him as like the bad guy. I probably just used him as a blue He-Man because why not? Okay, box number 2. We've got another 3 figures in this one. The first one is Rio Blast. So Rio Blast, and this is one of these characters, never showed up in the original Filmation series. He's got his backpack and his guns that come out of his hands. This is a really cool figure. The thing that gets me with Rio Blast is this series has so many characters that never appeared in the actual Filmation cartoon. And I always kind of felt that Rio Blast was a almost like a precursor to Brave Star. Just like how, if you've ever seen Brave Star, it's another Filmation cartoon based in the future, based around a marshal, a local marshal who is up against Tex Hex is the big heel there. Tex Hex was actually originally created to be a villain on the Filmation Ghostbusters series, which I love. And I actually have the DVDs of back here. I'm a big fan of that series for whatever reason. But Rio Blast, I know he made some appearances in the comic books, but I don't know like where he would even fit in like the Masters canon. I mean, they didn't just have like a sheriff walking around arresting people. So, I mean, either way, he's part of the series, so I needed him, and it's cool to have, and he's in very, very good shape. The head is painted really well. He's got his guns on his hands, as you see here. The knees open up, more guns, and his chest piece opens up, more guns. This guy comes fully strapped. So, obviously, he's a Second Amendment guy, and he's going to be the law and order. Bum bum. Second one, oh sweet. Prince Adam, the real life personality of He-Man, with his vest. Again, very good condition. Needs a little bath. Needs to be a little washed up a little bit. But otherwise, got his sword. Got his vest. He doesn't have his belt. Normally, he would have a black belt that comes around his waist with a little yellow pin kind of thing. Doesn't have that, but otherwise complete elsewhere. The belt is something I'll probably buy a reproduction belt. Get at the Cape Master on Instagram. He makes great accessories, reproduction accessories, and I'll probably do that to complete him. But again, very good condition. Like I said, needs a little washing, but no big deal. Otherwise, looks great. And to fit, the heavy hitters are here. Series 1, Wave 1. This is not a peach face, but it is an original Skeletor. This is tremendous. With Havoc Staff. With sword. The sword, not perfect, kind of not chewed or anything. It just, played with condition. Skeletor in phenomenal shape. I just dropped the Havoc Staff, but otherwise in phenomenal shape. Once again, just needs a quick little wash, and he will look. I mean, he's got the half boots. These are the variants. I'm not big into variants. I just didn't have an original Skeletor. This is so cool, man. The face looks great. The green and yellow paint on him. This is not a peach face Skeletor. Peach is the he has a little peach in his face on the actual like first wave of releases of Skeletor. But man, this looks good. Holy smokes. This makes me incredibly happy. He looks absolutely great. What more can you say? Like, this is tremendous. Outstanding. Really good Skeletor. Okay, another small box in box 3. we've got 1, 2. Oh, I got the stand here, so you know what this is. These are the birds. I don't remember having the birds as a kid. I'm sure I did. This is Zoar, the perch. Sits atop Castle Grayskull and watches for enemies. Similar paint job to the sorceress and her wings. Very cool, very clean looking, especially around the face again. Just awesome, just awesome. Slight wear along the color differentiations on the wings, but otherwise absolutely great. So that was Zoar, and this one is going to be Screech. So Screech, obviously, if you've got a good bird, you need an evil bird. And Screech, basically just a repainted Zoar. Evil bird of Skeletor. Can sit atop Snake Mountain, another perch. And with the birds, there is a button on the back. You can flap the wings, because every bird just wants to be out there and fly. The final box today. Oh, we got a carded one in here. Okay, so this isn't vintage. This isn't vintage. It is a mint on card Masters of the WWE Universe Macho Man Randy Savage, unpunched even. Absolutely stupendous. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on the Masters of the WWE Universe series. This is actually a Series 2 figure at the time of this recording. Series 3 is out. I have Series 3. This is the one that I haven't been able to find, but Alan at Eternity of Dreams had it, and I picked it up. I don't love these figures. I don't. But I've been buying them, and I'll probably have to do another video and really go into them and unbox them and talk about the reasons why. I do have reasons why I'm not absolutely in love with them, but that is for an entirely separate video. For now, look, it's the Macho Man, and the Macho Man is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He's awesome. He has battle armor, which kind of doesn't make sense because he kind of has the man-at-arms weapons, and there was never a battle armor man-at-arms. And this is one of my issues with this line. But like I said, a video for another time. In addition to that, here's everything else we got. 1, 2, 3, 4 more figures to go. Wait a minute. Did I? See, this is what I mean when I say sometimes I forget what I buy, because here is another Rio Blast. This one is actually missing his backpack with the gun that comes over the head, but this is incredible. I can't believe I did this. Another Rio Blast. Just oh God, Joe, what did you do? This one, I'm going to actually give a gift to a friend. My buddy Emilio Sparks has been collecting Masters of the Universe. Check out his Wrestle Rap podcast that he does. I've kind of gotten him into, collecting, making a Masters collection of his own. The next one, the Rock People to the rescue. Okay, I have very vivid memories. Did I get the other one too? Wait, are you kidding me? I bought another one of those too. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Another Mer-Man. I bought another Mer-Man. This one does not have the bow tie. Still looks good though. Outside, he still looks really good. I can't believe I did this. 2 Mer-Men, 2 Rio Blasts. Man, I gotta start paying better attention. So, Emilio, if you're watching, you're getting 2 figures in the mail, pal. Gonna clean them up, send them on over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And for the final figure, a Tri-Klops. And he comes with his mini comic. Tri-Klops is... You need a Tri-Klops. I don't know why I didn't have one. This one is not exactly a keeper. He's got some wear on his nose, wear on his armor. I don't have his sword. But Tri-Klops is... I just felt like... I knew I was buying him incomplete, and I didn't have a problem with that just because I didn't have a Tri-Klops. And I needed a Tri-Klops. Tri-Klops is one of those guys that is one of like the main henchmen for Skeletor. So you need a Tri-Klops in your collection. And there's just no way around it. So that'll complete it. I didn't talk about this one, the Rock. Now I believe this is Rock-On. There are 2 rock people and they transform. Now he could go into hiding, see? He just folds up there, and now he's just a rock, and no one is the wiser. I have very distinct memories of the rock people. There are 2 of them, Stondar and Rock-On. And the reason I remember that is because I remember the commercials where the rocks were coming down from space, and then they played a role. I almost felt like they were getting debuted, like WWE wrestlers do. Like it almost felt like they were getting debuted during the live Power Tour stage show, which I was able to see. My mom took me to see at Radio City Music Hall when I was just a wee little Joe. And I remember they had the screens off to the side of the stage, and that's when you first saw the rock people coming from space. So here is a rock, once again, not in the show, and I don't even think they've been involved in anything like afterwards. I definitely weren't in the 200X series. I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised. They find uses for every character and everything. But it's just one of those things that really, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to the rocks. So I have one. I didn't, and these are really cheap figures. So it was like, yeah, I gotta get it. You know what? You got one, give it to me because it's got nostalgia. It fills a hole in the collection, and we can move on. So that's it for today. We've got 2 doubles, which is unbelievable. And aside from that, we've got the 2 birds, Rio Blast, Prince Adam, Mer-Man, King Hiss, Tri-Klops, Faker, Skeletor. This is a pretty sweet collection here. Like I said, we're going to get them all cleaned up and then maybe add them back here with their friends. Got to do something about that. We're running out of room over there, so we're going to have to make some room and make a nice little display. But that is all for today. A very nice delivery from our pals at Eternia Dreams. Make sure to check them out on Facebook and Instagram because they really are the go-to for MOTU. And the team there has done such an incredible job of keeping their stock levels high. They always have new stuff, whatever you're looking for. It's not just Masters of the Universe. Lately, they've been into huge amounts of G.I. Joe and whatever else you can think of. So definitely check them out. I give them my highest regards. They didn't sponsor this. It's not like they paid me to say this, but they're who I go to get these toys and fill in the gaps in my collection because I trust them. I'm always happy with the quality of what they have. So definitely check them out. That is all for now. Like I said, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you can, support by getting a shirt or something else from the store down in the description below. Until next time.